All right, back to class, because I'm on them all day. Dr. Zahi Hawass says the reason why the nose broke off the Sphinx in the lips. Dr. Zahi Hawass is the former curator of the Cairo Museum. Uh, he says the reason why the nose is broken off the Sphinx is because some people in the Nile was still worshiping it, worshiping the statue as a god. And hold on, Muhammad Adala, Muhammad Adala came and chiseled on the nose to show people in the 9th century AD that this stone Sphinx is not a god. Now I'm gonna stop right there for a second. Now he come in. You see what I'm saying? I mean, and what he's saying is true. Because he's saying the peoples of the Nile will still worshiping this Sphinx as a god. They will still be sitting down praying to it, bringing offerings. But we'll talk about that later. So the Arab, Muhammad Adala, comes in and goes up there and start chiseling on the nose and tells the people this is just a stone statue. This is not a god. Remember, in the 7th century, is the Arabs come in with Islam. And see, this is what I be trying to explain, but I'm gonna do another video. Cause we talking about why the noses and lips is all broke off the statues and the Sphinx and all on the walls. Why are they chiseling all on the walls? So he's saying in the 9th century they just want to prove because obviously it was still there because he's saying the nose and the lips was still there, and even in the 9th century. But they came in the 7th century, and Islam itself confirms this. So this ain't what I'm saying. This is what y'all books say. Don't make me pull it out. You see, don't make me pull it out. So they trying to convince the Africans and say, don't worship y'all gods. Even the Bible say this. Don't worship the gods of y'all fathers on the other side of the flood. Worship me. This is what the Bible say, man. Don't make me pull y'all book out. You see what I'm saying? So they trying to convince the Africans not to worship their own ancestors and worship Islam. You see what I'm saying? This is what they was doing. See what I'm saying? So Muhammad Adala, he an Arab. So how is, I was talking about this earlier, how is this your ancestor and your real ancestor coming to try to tell the people that worship this beautiful statue and it wasn't even worship? But we'll get into that in a minute, another video. But that they revere and love so much. Why you didn't love it? Why would you chisel on it to prove to the people that it's not God? Because they worship as a God. You see what I'm saying? They worship this. You see what I'm saying? And Islam teach that, you can't worship no statues and no idols or nothing. And that's also in Christianity. But Christianity just, most of them don't even read their own books. Even the pastors or whatnot, they just build a statue in the church and have all that, illegal iconography in there or whatnot. You see what I'm saying? This is what they do. They just believe in their religion or whatnot. Same thing with the Arab. Same thing with the Arab. But he tried to stick to it so much. See, if that was your ancestor, why your books teach that you shouldn't make statues or shouldn't make idols? But the Africans always made statues of their ancestors. I'm just going of their ancestors. That's what it is. Ain't no different than when you go in grandma's house and you look on the walls in grandma's house. She got pictures of everybody from the last 100 years. So don't tell me grandma ain't no some other kind of people outside of an African, because she doing the same thing that the ancient Africans already done. That's proof. Go in grandma's house and look just like the Egyptian walls, man. Stop trying to play games with me. Pictures of the ancestors. Whatever. Same thing with graffiti. That's Another subject for another day. Uh, so my point is the reason why the nose is defaced on the Sphinx and all the statues we find. You know, cause and we gonna get and I got another piece for y'all. But why? Before we get into why, I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna hold on to that. The French came into North Africa also later, way later. And they were also, but it was already had been damaged, as we see. You see what I'm saying? It had already been damaged in the 9th century. But in the 7th century, they were still worshiping this for a God all the way to the 9th century, from eternity all the way to then. You see what I'm saying? So the French came in, Napoleon, and the word is that he would, the 21 gun salute that they do at a funeral, he did the 21 gun salute on the face of the Hamaku, because it ain't no Sphinx. See, I ain't know that word. It's called the Hamaku. Uh, so, and archaeology too. A lot of the statues that they find, the archaeologists, you know how they, when you open up, you christen it. How you talking about a christening? How when you with a baby, or when you opening up a new business and they take their bottle and they be like on the side of a building and it bust. That's what they would do in archaeology. You see what I'm saying? Because it's serving two purposes. One is what I'm saying. Why they were trying to hide the racial identity of the ancient Africans. This is what they was doing. So in 640 AD, Muslims and Christians invade North Africa. So build that dam. Y'all gonna be thirsty. So you think the Africans done forgot? They ain't, this an ancient war, man. What is y'all talking about? So the reason why the nose and lips is missing off the Sphinx and many other statues, but it's more than enough to see who these people is. More than enough. That's just an old argument, but I just wanted to bring that because people be saying, well, why now? They always, what's wrong with the noses? Why the noses and the lips and it's all that and already broke? Now, Ashra Kwasi and a bunch of the other brothers, if I ain't mistaken, Dr. Clark and them went up to the British Museum. Now they got the nose and the lips to the Sphinx in the British Museum. And they go up there and they say, the little host or whatever, they say, because they was going on there and they had gotten, the Egyptian government was with them and everything. The fake Egyptian government was with him and everything. It wasn't Sadat, it was the one before him. You see what I'm saying? And they was with him and everything. And they all, because they had a battle. And they had a lecture in Egypt and they was talking about all this. You see what I'm saying? And they say the daggone Arab scholar was over there all quiet, wouldn't say nothing. The white people was trying to bring their little information. And Dr. Clark and them, Dr. B and them won the debate. You see what I'm saying? So after that, they go to all these same people, leave that spot, you know, and they, this is, I'm pushing together time so we can get this video in. Later they go in to see the nose and the lips of the Sphinx, and they told them I think it was gonna be $6 million to buy it back, cause I guess they didn't think that they was gonna be able to come up with the money. So they go up there with a bunch of money, you know what I'm saying, to buy the nose and the lips of the Sphinx, and they had the Egyptian government with them because that's a tourist site in Egypt. So if they get the nose and the lips of the Sphinx back, they can restore it. You see what I'm saying? With the good you know, honor or so-called of the Egyptian people. You got to ask them to do something with something African, you know what I'm saying? And they know it's African, you know what I'm saying? That's, get out of here, man. The Sphinx all on the back of their money. They just use it as a tourist attraction. They know it ain't theirs. So, you know, so they go out there to get it back and say they walk in and say, Ashra Kwasi he said, you got it, you're not stuffing here? Say the white boy got kind of nervous. He said, right back here. So they went in the back and said they wasn't supposed to take no pictures, but everybody, you know, they had the camera, because you can't take cameras in there. they snuck a couple cameras in and they took pictures. It's on the internet. You can search for it. You see what I'm saying? So they go back, and when they get up there with the money, these people start talking about 60 million and all these exorbitant numbers because they didn't think anyway, because they don't want the nose and the lips of the Sphinx up there. That's why the little Arab man didn't say nothing at the lecture when Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark, when they was having that summit over there. He over there all quiet because he don't want to get it back. He ain't want to get it back because he know that ain't them. And why did Muhammad Adallah go over there and try to convince our peoples not to worship their own creations, love their own creations? But if it was yours, you would have loved it and worshiped it as a god. That's just facts, and that's proof through the all y'all so-called holy books. I'll be right back. Drop out.